There's a lot going on there.
Yes, there is actually, isn't there? I'm looking very busy. Do I look busy? Really busy. This dog. Hello, darling. You have just had some foodies and you're still looking for food. What is wrong? Is it because you're so lovely? Say hello. I'm lovely. Yes. Helicopters we've got blackbirds coming in the house today because what are you doing? John has tamed a blackbird. And little blackbird comes in now and he eats the dog food. It's brilliant. You get very worried there's not enough food for him now, don't you?
Well,
because Winnie's just eaten all her food, not left any for
I know,
blackbird.
very selfish.
Anyway, I'm going to make tonight I'm doing an Insta Live with the lovely Alex Hollywood. And this recipe is what I'm going to do on the Insta Live. So I thought I'm going to cook it again, well, the chicken side of it, but I think everyone's going to want to know how to make it. So I'm putting a film together of me making the whole thing so that you can have that as your reference after you've seen the Insta Live. Ta-da! See? Not just blonde, you know. Something going on in there too. I thought it through and everything. Yeah.
Get on with it then.
Right, I'm going to make crunchy nutty chicken nibbles with chili jam from my very fabulous cookery book. There it is. Now, this is a delicious recipe which I should talk about a little bit later, the chicken. But first of all, I'm going to make the chili jam because this is brilliant. It takes very few ingredients, which are very easy to get hold of, and it keeps for ages in the fridge. And it's just brilliant, not only with the chicken, it's fabulous in a cheese sandwich. It's one of my favourite things is a cheese and chili jam sandwich. So literally, you're going to put it all into a food processor to whiz. If you don't have one of those, you can just chop it all up individually. You still can make it without one. So in here, let me put 2 whole chilies. Okay, they're going. In fact, I'm going to do 3 because I'm going to give this a little bit of welly. This one, and I'm not entirely sure these aren't. You can tell by touching them. Yeah. Ha! They are quite hot actually. Ah! Oh, it's
That'll teach you.
Yeah. That's how you tell if a chili is hot, by the way. You just stick your tongue on it. I can guarantee it's hot. Okay, tomatoes. About 450 grams of those go. I can't speak now. Those go in. Just your average tomatoes. Don't go fancy pants on them because everything else is being added to them. An onion, 1 large onion. Just quarter that, peeled, and shove that in. 5 large garlic cloves and some ginger. Okay, just chop it up to start with, help it on its way. We got loads of it because I over ordered on the Click and Collect and we have about 6 of those size. I don't know how that happened, but it did, and we got loads of ginger, but you can never have enough. So also into that we're going to put some nampla, which is the Thai fish sauce. So 1 tablespoon of that. Don't overdo it because it's very, very salty, but it is completely delicious, and it's what really makes this sauce jam come to life. So give it a pulse because I want to keep the texture. Okay, I don't want to have a real mush. I don't want to have some lumps of tomato, garlic, and ginger in there. Transfer all of that quite simply to a pan, okay? And then to this pan, so I'm going to take forever scraping out. I'm going to do that in a minute when we finish filming. I'll put some more in. I'm going to also put 225 grams of demerara sugar, okay? That's what gives it the jammy edge. And then I've just got to look at this because I can't see in my book. It is 4 tablespoons of cider vinegar. Goes in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 1 tablespoon of balsamic. You don't need to have a fancy pants balsamic. It'd just be a bog standard one because again I'm cooking it down. But if you've only got the really decent one, then you're only sacrificing a tablespoon of it. That goes in. Then I'm going to put it onto the surface, bring it up to the boil, reduce it to a simmer. I say on the surface, what I actually meant was I'm going to put it on the cooker top. And I'm going to bring it up to boil, reduce it down and simmer it for an hour to an hour and a half so it's thick and jam-like. And that is it, job done. Pop it in a jar, keep it in your fridge and eat it a lot. Okay. Chilli jam is almost done, so I thought it's about time that we did the chicken, okay? So these are crunchy nutty chicken pieces. They are, I'll tell you the story behind it very quickly. Ken Hom and I did a show together. Now I didn't know it was going to be Ken Hom. I was asked to come on a show and do my own take on a particular dish, and I said yes, no problem at all. And they said you're going to go up against someone else who also does this particular dish quite well. I said not a problem. Then they said it's Ken Hom, and I said, well, didn't say much for quite a long time actually when they asked me. I sort of went in my head, oh my god, and verbally I said absolutely not a problem. No problem at all, I'll do that. So I thought, well, I've got to do a little twist on it. So this is my kind of twist on a satay chicken, because I've
You didn't say that. You didn't say what the dish was that you had to do with Ken Hom.
Chicken satay. Sorry, that was the dish I had to do. And so this is my take on the chicken satay dish.
I presume you won. You beat him, yeah.
You know I didn't beat him. You know that, don't you? Yeah, you know that. Anyway. So my take was that the satay wouldn't be the sauce, it'd be on the outside of the chicken. So that was kind of my idea. So I came up with this. Now, what it is normally peanuts, but because we went to Click and Collect yesterday, and they didn't give us peanuts, they gave us coated peanuts, because sometimes when you order things in supermarkets at the moment, they kind of use their own imagination. At least we didn't get an ashtray, which is what I once had instead of cheese given to me. But anyway, this is coated peanuts, but they'll be fine. And I've got some seeds in here, some mixed seeds. Actually only need pumpkin seeds, but I've got this lovely trill seed for John, that John uses for the birds. No, it's a lie. I actually, that isn't the bird seed you give to the blackbird. And these are pecans, okay? So I'm going to use those. And I'm going to spice it up. So those also get with them ground ginger, crushed chillies and some cardamom pods. And then I whiz it all in here with some rice flour, which is the binding agent, which makes the spices stick to the chicken. Here we go. Right, rice flour going in. Okay, about 50 grams of that. 100 grams off your coated peanuts, ideally if you have your unsalted peanuts. Lovely. Goodness knows what that's going to be like. Seeds. I've made my daughter phoning, so I'll be back in just a second. I'm back. That was nice to talk to her. Anyway, where did I get to? Did I get to pecans?
No, you were doing seeds, I think.
Was I? I was talking through crushed chillies, ground ginger and cardamom seeds as well. Anyway, pecans go in, all right? And the seeds, they go in. Now, spice-wise, we've got ground ginger, as I said, and crushed chillies. And I'm just going to have a little look-see and see how much of each. 1 teaspoon of each. So, teaspoon of the crushed chillies. There we go. Teaspoon of the ground ginger. I have to say, Ken Hom thought this dish was really good. He did. He thought it was marvellous. I mean, he was winning and he had the winning smile and everything, but he was a lovely guy. And you filmed with him, haven't you?
I have.
You've been his cameraman. Right, from one great Ken Hom to moi, lucky boy.
No comparison.
Cardamom pods, about half a teaspoon worth. I'm just going to crush them. So they come from these little green pods. And if you want to just come in close, my darling, if you could, I'll just show people. You crush the little pod, and when you open the pod up, you've got these lovely little seeds inside, you see? So, let's put those in. Helicopters are back. Right, so just crush them up a bit in pestle and mortar and add these as well to your mix. And then you give it a good whiz. You don't want it to be too small again, so just pulse. You just want it to be broken up so you've got a good crunch and texture on top of the chicken. I think. I'm trying to get that. Lovely. Perfect. Alright, so here we go. You see that? That's how you want it. Pour that in with a coating of those nuts. That's really funny. This might turn out to be a fantastic recipe with those special nuts. So the next thing to do is take your chicken breast, which I have sliced up, as you can see, and you dip them into this mixture. This is a couple of eggs, which I've chopped a clove of garlic into.
Before you start, have you got a plate to put the chicken on once you've...
I haven't, thank you for reminding me. Were you that is this useful to Ken as well? Although he didn't make as many mistakes probably, did he, when you filmed with him? He was perfect, wasn't he, John? Okay, so dip and coat like that, and repeat until you have them all done, and then you deep fry them. And this is the lovely bit. We haven't had any deep fried food since lockdown, have we? Nothing. So we're quite looking forward to this today. You can shallow fry them, you don't have to deep fat fry them, but we're going to get the old deep fat fryer out as an excuse. You can just shallow fry them quite easily in the pan, just as good. You see that? And see how that flour just makes all of the spices and all the nuts adhere to the chicken. Genius, you see. I'm stopping now. So excited. Deep fried food, John. It's going to be fantastic. They're all ready to go in. That's nice and hot. Chilli jam is done. Can you look there? When you cook that, you want to cook it until there's no syrup left. So you get this lovely thick, sugary, gooey, chilli, vinegary, lovely thing, sauce. So I'm going to put my chicken, a couple of pieces at a time, maybe 3 pieces. You don't want to put too many in at once because that just reduces the heat of the fat. These are only little ones, so I'll put this in. Just need a few minutes. I'd say probably about 5-6 minutes because they're not very big, maybe even less. We'll have a little look see and see how we go. But I'm really excited. I love this. Do you know, I don't know why I don't cook this more often.
What, fried food?
No, well, I mean, we're deep frying it. As I said, you can just, you know, cook them till they're golden brown in a pan with a bit of oil. But I haven't made this for ages. It's lovely. It's a really lovely dish. I'm really excited about it. And this chilli jam is going to be scrumptious. You see, look, you have a little look at that. It's still a bit hot, actually. But you just pop it into a sterilised jar and keep it in your fridge for ages. It won't last that long because you'll eat it all. In my book, while these are cooking, let me just show you. See that picture of the chicken and the lime? I found the plate that I photographed that in all those years ago. Still hold the plate. It's obviously a different piece of lime though. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, they're looking gorgeous. Are you holding back, John, or do you want to come in and have a look? If I just lift them out. See? More it. John's come back actually. John's just saying. Just the last 3. You know, when we stopped filming so I could cook them, I've been cooking them and John's been eating them. So there should actually be probably about 4 extra ones down here. But someone scoffed them, didn't they?
It's a bit of a slur.
Bit of a truth. So I'm just going to drain these ones, here, these last ones. And then I'm going to pile them into my lovely dish. They look pretty. See how crispy they are? So crispy. And all those different elements that we put into the crunchy topping, you know, the seeds and the nuts and the spices, they obviously the rice flour to adhere it all, have just made these the crispiest little chicken nibbles. They're great, you know, I think for like little party nibbles as well. You know, you could just keep them warm in the oven once you've done them. I'm just going to do a little squeeze of lime on here because this is the important bit. This is when I taste it, isn't it? So everybody gets to see me eat it, which I'll be doing again later when we go live. I'm going to make these again, obviously. No. Oh. Worth waiting for. These are so scrummy. And just the crunch as you bite into them, and fabulous. Chicken, the smaller pieces, obviously the quicker they fry. Little mouthfuls of just chickadee nuggety. Well, they're posh chicken nuggets, aren't they? Ah, wonderful. Go now because we're going to scoff the lot.
Yeah, can you stop now because I need to eat some?
Mine.